Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am here with another process video, and this is for scrapbook.com using their exclusive cut files. And so this one is a really fun collection of cut files that are all the word December. And they're all different like patterns and fonts and sizes and orientations. Some of them are on tabs. It's just super, super fun to get all these options, especially when we have December daily coming up and all kinds of winter memories that will be being recorded. So if you want to check out that set of cut files, I will leave a link down below. I will also leave a link to this collection, which is the gorgeous new snowflake collection from Crate Paper. And that's what I'm going to be playing with today. So because I was going to mount these all on a piece of white cardstock, I did go ahead and use paper from the 12 by 12 paper pad, but you can get these same patterns in the regular double-sided thicker paper as well. So I'm going to put this kind of mustardy yellow one at the top and then the green at the bottom. And I only glued down the very bottom edge of that green paper so that I could tuck the red paper strip underneath before I glued it down. But I wanted to have the green in place to kind of make sure I was showing enough of the red. Then I went ahead and cut this particular font of cut file, and I cut it 3 different times so that I could repeat that word December. And so what's cool is when you cut this particular cut file, you get this outside image, which is the one that I'm using, and you also get the inside letters, which you can totally use for another project. And there's lots of other fonts and like a block style December, all kinds of things to pick from that come in this particular pack. They're also sized for scrapbook pages, traveler's notebooks, planners, card makers, all different kinds of sizes and orientations of everything. So then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just flipping through the ephemera pack that also goes with this snowflake collection because I don't want to do a ton of embellishing. I have this photo of my son. He's all like wrapped up in this really gorgeous looking blanket. These were some photos that one of the parents took for us at school. So they took a bunch of these pictures and it was part of our Christmas gift from our kids. And so it's a really good picture of him, but there's a lot going on. And so I kind of pulled the colors from that blanket into my background pattern papers. But then I want to go ahead and really let that photo shine. And with a bigger title like this, I don't need a lot of embellishing. So this is another one of those super quick and easy layouts that comes together. If you have, just a small pocket of time to create. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw the insides of the letters in here. And I'm going to take this middle December and back it with that same red pattern paper that I used for that little strip in my layout design. And this is definitely one of my go-to designs. Doing this kind of layout where the bottom is one color, the top is a different color, and then there's a little strip kind of dividing the middle. Repeating that strip into my cut file and into my title kind of just ties everything together because I also have the red with those poinsettia flowers up in that top embellishment cluster. So as I'm going to go ahead, I'm just kind of roughly fussy cutting around the edges of that cut file. When you pick up these cut files from scrapbook.com, they do come with the background piece that you can cut on your cut file machine. So if you wanted to do this step on your Silhouette or your Cricut, you could absolutely have that completely done for you. I didn't do that because I wasn't sure when I sat down to create what color I was going to want it to be, and I didn't want to waste paper. So I went ahead and just fussy cut, but it does have the files with it so that you could just do that as an outline. And what I know is that I want these to kind of be overlapping and stacked up a little bit. So I'm going to take the 2 bottom layers that are going to show through with the green, and I'm going to glue those directly onto that background page. And then the one where I backed with the red, I'm going to put on some foam adhesive and have that kind of popped up off the page. So you will kind of see as I play with getting the middles inserted into my letters here, and then I'll grab that dimensional adhesive. All the while I'm just, trying to still make the photo the star of the show. So he was very proud of this particular picture. He says that he did not like being wrapped up in this blanket because it was very itchy. But he was very proud of the final picture and that he could bring it home and knew that I would love the picture and that I would want to scrapbook it right away. And this poor kiddo is getting a lot older. and he is much more picky now about which pictures he lets me use and how often he wants to show up on my YouTube channel, which is not very often anymore. And that is totally okay. So he is just at that age where he's like, Mom, don't post embarrassing things. Don't scrapbook me. What if my friends are watching? And I'm like, dude, if your friends are watching your mom's YouTube channel, we need to have a totally different discussion, because I really don't think that your 12 and 13-year-old friends are spending time watching my YouTube channel. They are hanging out on the Gaber channels. Am I right, ladies? Like, I don't think this is where they're at. I could be wrong, but so it was exciting for me that he had a picture that he was really proud of, just because he is getting to be so picky about those things now. So I am going to go ahead also and put the picture on some dimensional adhesive, so it's also going to stick up off the page, and then I'm going to layer up my embellishments. So I have 2 florals, and then I have that one that's like a star kind of snowflake, and I just cut off part of it because I want to be able to use that on a different project. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some dimensional adhesive to this little one as well, so that one's going to overlap the top edge of the photo. And while I'm working, I'm just kind of trying to think like what other types of embellishments I have that I might want to use. And I do have these thickers that also came with this collection in this really pretty metallic. So I'm going to take this little tiny tree and kind of stick it in this bottom corner just to kind of add a little detail down there. And I wanted to use this phrase that says bundled up. It's not going to fit the way I want it to fit below the photo. So I start out with the word bundled, and I'm trying to figure out where up is going to go. So I'm thinking about, well, can I put it up underneath? And I don't really like that. Can I add to the edge of the photo? But then I don't like how it sticks off the edge. So I've decided to just go with the word bundled, which I actually think is kind of cute. And then we're going to go ahead and add just another little tree detail on the end to kind of tie those 2 areas of embellishment together. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some of the little kind of like leaves and vines to my embellishment cluster. And this just gives me those 3 key areas in the layout where I'm going to have that like puffy, thicker embellishment look, because I want that to kind of be even throughout the layout. I'm also going to pop open this sticker packet and see if there's anything in there that I want to use. And I see this little tiny circle down here at the bottom that says snow day. And we don't really have snow days here in Phoenix because, you know, it's the desert. So I thought that was a really cute addition. So I put it in the center of that flower to kind of make it look like it's the center of the flower instead of any kind of specific embellishment, because honestly, I know that the number of snow day photos that I'm going to have is probably pretty small. I do want to add just one more little area of embellishment. So I grabbed this little snowflake, and I was thinking it would be really cute to kind of spice up these letters. And so I tried in a whole bunch of different spots, and it ends up going back to that red letter D, which is a good kind of middle ground, and it just adds a little pop of flair. And that is basically going to do it. So do make sure that you click down below if you want to check out this really fun set of December cut files that will be perfect for documenting both your December or your December daily, as well as this gorgeous snowflake collection. And I will be back to see you guys again really soon.